Good morning.
Hi, Kara. Good morning.
How do I say your name?
Lilibeth.
Lilibeth. That's so beautiful. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, and we're coming from my sacred tent today. We're doing this from my sacred tent. How fun is
Isn't it
that?
so nice?
Yeah, yeah. So this will be really fun. Have you watched these before? Have you ever seen any of the morning show videos?
A lot, yes. And
Okay.
sometimes I've been into the process on how they create their own. So, yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Well, I'm excited to hear your book. So let's dive right in. You ready?
Yeah, I
All right.
am.
Okay, so I want you to just take a nice deep breath in and breathing out. We're going to get into the body. So I want you to take your right hand and put it on your heart.
Mm.
And I want you to just breathe in and breathe out. Bringing all of our focus and energy right into the heart space. So breathing in and out. One more. Breathe in. This time I want you to hold the breath right at the top. And breathe out. There we go. So I love that this is a live video. I have 5 kids and I have a kid who's yelling at me. Hey, Presley, it's totally okay. I'm doing a video right now. Yeah, go open the door, please. Thank you. So in our small little farm town, there's no school on Fridays. They don't believe
Yeah.
in school on Fridays.
We also don't have, I think we have school, but today is Truth and Reconciliation Day
Oh,
for the first generation people in Canada.
wow. So you're
But
in Canada. All right, all right. Where are you at in Canada?
Toronto.
Oh, so you're right out with Evan. So
Yeah,
you're in Movement Makers?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, fabulous. I love it. Awesome. Okay. So I want to do, there's something that wants to be done for you. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's so fun that I'm in my sacred space. Are you okay if we use my gong? You want to do some
Yes.
gonging? I don't know if that's the word, but that's what I call it.
Yeah.
Gonging. Okay. All righty. So I'm really feeling like there's something really sacred about you
Mm.
and this book. I don't know what it is. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it. So
Yeah.
we're going to call in your guides. You have a lot of powerful guides. Do you know them?
I can feel them.
Yeah. Yeah, you have like a whole army
I
for
know.
sure. Yeah. So we're going to play the gong, and what we're going to do is we're going to allow the gong to clear out the space within you and around you, and then call in your angels and your guides.
All right.
All right. So you're going to breathe in and out. And in. And out. One more. And out. There's one more right here. Okay, so it's so beautiful. So we've called in your angels. That was the call for them. We're called in your angels, your guides, all of your ancestors, those who love you, see you, support you in this work, but specifically in this book. We just call them all in and into the divine light to come and sit with us. Let's call in your book. It's really, really powerful. It's there's a lot of different images coming in. So I
Mhm.
want to invite your gifts of seeing visions, your gifts of hearing, your gift of feeling and knowing to be called up all the way to the surface and into the divine light so you can hear and see your book as well.
Mhm.
What are you present to right now?
Oh, really, indeed, a lot of stories wants to be there. There was two stories that was impressed in my heart because when I was in Singapore, there was two caregivers that got killed. I think even the church got killed,
Mm,
drowning.
mm,
Somehow this I can't recall the story. It's been how many years? About 10 or something years, and it's become a national news that happened.
mhm. Yeah.
So I know it just came to me, but am I capable of doing the writing because it's been a long time? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But it kind of go for justice, something like that. I don't know.
Great. All right, so let's bring that here. Let's hold that in some beautiful light right here. And I'm going to share with you that I see your book and it's coming in and it's wound. So it's telling me it's been sewed together. So what does this mean? Thank you for being here with us in this beautiful sacred book channeling session. And if you felt the stir in your heart that it is time for you to write your book, then I am so excited to tell you that I am going to give you my sacred creative process that allows authors to channel their books. Just click the link below in the description and you will have immediate access to learning the tools on how you will channel your book. Okay, so it's showing me you're a weaver. You're a weaver of stories.
Mhm.
So there's something about you being the weaver of these stories, weaving them together. Um, do you know much about the White Buffalo Woman?
The
The White Buffalo Woman. Do you know anything about her?
no.
Okay, so she's a guide. She's a guide that comes in and she's the restoration of the sacred. So
Mm.
interesting. I have not worn this white buffalo bracelet in a while. Anyways,
Yeah.
this is my white buffalo bracelet. And this morning, as I was getting ready, it fell off of my dresser. And I was
Hmm.
like, oh, I haven't worn that in a long time. So I cleaned it and prepared it. And now it's like, oh, because there's something for you with the white buffalo. So the white buffalo is the restoration of the sacred. When I say that, what does that mean to you?
It means to me, it's actually our national um, animal, a buffalo. In the-
Really?
So it means to me a hard work, and it's been like a source of living for the farmers because we're generally a country that farms, produce rice and corns and bananas. So buffalo is our national uh, animal.
Okay. Okay.
Symbolizes uh, s- being strong, being hardworking. It symbolizes uh, being going through the storm, but but
Mm,
but standing, and that's the character of a buffalo. It can carry, even there was like a task. I forgot about the name of it, but you got to put it in here so he can carry loads
the
of things.
harness. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can carry coconut, copras, and everything you put in rice and everything produce.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a buffalo to me, and it's very close to my heart because it's our national animal.
Beautiful. That's
Yeah.
so beautiful. So I love this. So the buffalo is very loud. The white buffalo woman is super present of bringing things back into the sacred, carrying you through the hard, carrying you through the struggles, being strong enough. This is what the book is showing us. The book is showing us that this is your message. The message is this. And there's something about you being the
Mm.
weaver of stories that is going to help people go through their struggles.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something in your heart that just got unlocked. And what that is it's like oh my gosh, like a piece of your purpose just got opened up,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a long time, I don't know my calling, but it's there.
Yeah. You can feel it. Like this is really, this is, you know, it's interesting because when, I mean, I never do my morning show in the sacred tent, right? Like this is my sacred tent. This is where I meet with the divine every day. And as soon as we sat down, it was like, this is really sacred work that you're here to do.
Mm.
And it feels so deeply rooted in your ancestral, your line. It's like asking the divine to show you the stories that have been passed down over and over to help create resiliency and to help create strength.
For sure.
Yeah. Have you heard some of these stories before?
A lot. Yeah. My mom is one,
Mm.
and my dad is one because they're coming from a, like mixed families. They're like mom and dad married to other people, and they got additional families. So it's like uh, from one family to another, they have to the journey is alone, right? Because the parents has their own already uh, own family, so they are alone to do their own stuff without guide, and probably love is not there, and we are the product of that. Yeah, and I for one become a caregiver at a young age because they've been working a lot, and although they are not separated, they are together. But a lot of their stories has been um, behind them and not knowing what's really is there.
Mm.
My mom's dad passed away, not being having a close relationship because my dad moved from the province into the city.
Mm.
So it's a long, until the mom passed away, they didn't really get to. As well as my mom. My mom is, I think she was just about 6 years old when her mom passed away from birthing, like gave birth to a brother or sister, but didn't make it. And so she has to, endure life just by herself. So they're all like warriors on their own, right?
Yeah.
And I have the same stories because I came out from the country when I was 22 just to support the family. So
Mm.
I've been all alone as well. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like journeying through life in this regard and meeting people along the way that has stories as well. So imagine those, and I'm blessed to have those stories being attached to me and being confided to me. But this is the time. Maybe they are shouting for some voices, probably to be heard and to to be out there and someone to pen their stories.
I love this. So here's where I want you to land. I want you to get back into your heart.
Yeah.
We're going to bring you back into your heart. This is going to be your superpower, okay? So I want you to breathe in. We're going to bring you right into your heart. I want you to visualize all of these stories, and every story is its own color. Every story is like the yarn. One is yellow and one is red and one is green and one is blue, and you have all these different um, threads that are all these different stories, and your gift is pulling them together and weaving them into a book. And it's so beautiful. Like I see the cover with a buffalo on the front,
Oh.
and that the beginning is the story of the buffalo, the story of how the buffalo can endure, that the buffalo actually, I mean, I don't know. I don't actually know anything about buffalo, but like I would imagine that they're kind of alone. They don't feel like real like nuzzly kind of animals. You know, they feel pretty alone. And so
Yeah.
there's something about the buffalo that can hold, endure, and also walk things alone, but that
Mhm.
but there's a resiliency that's going to come through in this book. And then what I'm seeing is it's going to create, you are creating community with this book. So you're finding all the lone buffaloes
Okay.
and you're going to gather them together in a community. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is
That's
that?
so beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do this.
Yeah. Thank you, Karen. That's amazing. It come with ease, and it come with, it's there for taking. It's something, it's just floating and above and just waiting to be recognized.
Yeah, 100%. So your book is, it's wanting me to give you like the next steps. Okay, so imagine, let me find an analogy really quick. Okay, so imagine that someone tells you about this amazing cookie. Like it's the best cookie ever. And they're like, oh, okay. So back in the day when I didn't have a gluten allergy, I made cookies all the time.
Yeah.
I was the best cookie maker there was. So there was this one cookie and it was coconut and nuts and the creamiest chocolate chips. And I would make oatmeal. Oatmeal was in it. So imagine I'm telling you about this cookie and you're like, oh, this cookie sounds so delicious. But then I leave and then you're like, oh, I never got to eat the cookie and like that was so sad. But if I were like, here's the recipe and I bought you all the ingredients, all you have to do is make it, and
Yeah.
then you get to have this cookie. Okay, so
Yeah.
what we just received right now is kind of like me just telling you about the cookie, like, okay, this is it, but now we get to figure out how are we going to take it down from this vision, this dream, and put it into actual steps and reality.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, one, I need to send you my master class so you can learn how to dive in and do the channeling
Yeah.
session. Okay. You're going to ask your team because you have such an army of guides. You just have to ask them.
Okay.
Okay. Like they don't really get to participate unless we ask.
Yeah.
Just ask, okay, guys, I need you to help me have 30 minutes to write today. Just ask, give me 30 minutes today. Then you're going to sit down in those 30 minutes. You're going to do the whole channeling entrance. And then you're going to ask, what needs to be written today? Not what's the first chapter, the fifth chapter, like just what needs to come through today and just start to receive it.
Okay.
Okay. And you're going to start today because this, the book is showing me that if you don't take action it right away, something's going to come and hijack your attention.
Hmm.
Okay. And you're
Yeah.
going to get super off track. Okay. So this is where you get to use me as a accountability buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Text me, DM me. Hey, I did my 30 minutes. Like have, and then maybe pick someone in Movement Maker where you guys create some sort of accountability. Like find somebody else. Like Rose is on here. Rose is writing a beautiful book. Maybe connect up with Rose and say, hey, can we text each other when we've written today?
Yeah.
There's something about you and creating tethers. Does that make sense?
What's the others?
Tether is like this. If I don't want my hot air balloon to go up into the sky, I'm
Yeah.
going to take ropes and tether it to the earth.
Oh,
I'm going to tie it down, right? Does that make sense?
yeah.
So this is like if you can have somebody that you text every time you write, what it's going to do is it's going to take this dream and it's going to tether it. It's going to tie it to reality.
All right. All
It's
right.
going to help you birth the book.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I
Uh,
love that. All right. Is there anything else that's coming to you as we finish up our session?
Uh, just, I am so uh, pumped with the idea that this is I already had a picture of it, already had the ingredients and the procedure and how to really go through it, and just make has to be done, and by me. I mean, I just need to pen it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's going to come through you and it's going to be so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's going to be totally different than what you think it is.
Mm.
Okay. So
Yes.
anytime, this is like a hack, anytime you feel like you're in writer's block,
Yeah.
it's proof that you're in your mind and you're not receiving. You're not in your heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anytime you get stuck, don't make yourself wrong. Just go, oh, I'm in my mind. I'm trying to figure it out. So you're going to come back in. And one of the fastest ways is you have this bone right here, your thymus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do is I just take my 2 fingers and I just tap right here. Come back into my heart. And I just commit like I'm back in my heart and back in my heart and back in my body.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go in and write from there.
All right. So 30 minutes every day.
Yeah. 20
Yeah.
to 30. Nothing crazy.
Nice.
Even if it's like one day you only get 10, it's not about the amount of time that you're spending. It's the consistency daily.
Yeah. So whatever comes to my mind doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Just let it come through you first.
Yeah. So it
Okay.
could be like you, whatever it is that's really put me into the moment.
Yep. Whatever is present, you're going to just bring it through. And then once it's all come through, that's when we get to organize it and put it into the form of a book.
Right. Amazing.
So excited for you. I'm so excited.
I like the kaleidoscope of the colors
Mm-hmm.
because it portrays different kind of struggles and journey and stories of the buffaloes,
Yeah.
the white buffaloes.
Buffaloes. So beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, I want to take a nice breath in with you, just breathing in and breathing out. We're going to pour this beautiful light from the crown of your head in this circular motion all the way down to the soles of your feet. You're going to breathe in and breathe out, just wrapping your heart in this warm, delicious, like golden honey, just allowing your heart to feel nurtured and nourished and loved.
Amen.
And then we're just going to wrap your book in the most brilliant light, thanking it for being here, thanking the white buffalo woman for showing up, the image of the white buffalo, just like a deep gratitude for the symbolism, for the work, and for the stories that you are going to weave through into this book. So just really honoring all that happened. So just one more breath in and out. There we go. All right, my dear friend.
So,
Beautiful, beautiful work.
thank you, Kara. You really made a huge focus light into it and you give me a direction.
Yes.
Thank
Please just keep me updated. Let me know how things are going. If you need support, I'm here. If you loved this video, then I invite you to come over with me right here and watch a few more of my book channeling sessions. Join me as I sit with authors and we channel through books that are here to transform humanity. I think you're going to love them.